Alrighty, gals and guys, get ready for this next tutorial I've got coming up here. This is a great project for beginners, pros, just want to do something fun. I'm starting off with a little canvas bag that I got in a 3-pack at Walmart for about $7 or $8. Now the first thing I'm going to do is remove the handles because I want to redo those as well. So I'm very carefully going to use my seam ripper and take those out. You can see I was out of frame for a minute there, but I did get back into frame. So I'm getting those handles off of there and not leaving a big old mess. Once the handles are removed, I'll just put them aside and move on to the next step, which will be to fix these gussets that are on this bag. I just really didn't like the way that was, and I wouldn't be able to replicate that for the lining of the bag. So I'm going to open it up. Basically what they did was kind of fold it into itself and sew it in there. So it's, once I've opened it up, I've still got a good piece of the bag there that I can square off and make my real gussets. So now I'm gonna make the lining, and I'm just gonna, while the bag is flat, that's why you want to do it at this step, you just kind of trace around it. And I didn't even use a chalk or anything, I just pinned it on there and just cut it out with some seam allowance, and that's all you do for the lining. And then you want to take that off of there, and you want to cut a couple of pieces of interfacing and just press those onto the back. And I always use Pellon number 809 Decor Bond. And the next thing I'm going to do is fold over and press about an inch allowance for the top, and that's just so I can just do the drop-in lining. I just don't like those leave a hole and turn linings, so that's why I'm doing it that way. I'm going to take some regular old painter's tape or masking tape, and I'm going to make my design for my checkerboard that I'll be painting on there. And I mean, it's just kind of fun to just play it by ear, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect. Some of the paint, once I was finished, ran through a little bit, and you know, the squares aren't all the same size, but that's what makes it a fun project. So I mean, if you're a neat freak and you got to do it that way, you go ahead and spend a couple of hours making those checkerboards neat. Not me. And just remember to put something inside the bag there so it doesn't bleed through to the other side. And you're just going to use some regular old acrylic paint and a paintbrush and just paint those areas that you didn't tape up. Now with the handles, I just decided to tape one side and make lines on that, just black and white stripes. You can do this any way you want. Like I said, this is, you know, your project. This is mine that I'm showing you, and you're gonna get your idea from me and then take off with it and do it your way. So I did use my hair dryer to dry this paint to get it done really fast. I didn't want it sitting around waiting for it to dry. So I'm just going to peel off the tape and see what we've got here. Alright, now what I'm doing here is I'm going to make a little rectangle for the zipper. I just thought it would look a lot better lined, you know, than just to have that raw zipper there on the outside. So I'm just making my little rectangle, and I'm going to line it up, make sure it's even with the sides and the top of the bag. And then I'm going to sew all around that. Just sew it to the bag. Just be careful that you open up the bag when you do this, so that you don't sew one side to the other. You got to get in there and sew all the way around. A little bit tricky for you beginners, but it is not that hard. Just take your time, and if you make a mistake, just get the seam ripper out and just take it off of there and start all over again. Nobody will ever know. I won't tell anybody, and you shouldn't either. Alright, the next thing I've done is cut out a couple of squares for that pocket that's going to be on the inside of the bag once we're done. And I'm just measuring out here, and I can feel where that piece is that I put on the outside of the bag, so I was marking that with the chalk. And I do have a complete tutorial on how to install a zipper inside of a bag lining, which is the same method that I'm using here for the outside, and I will link you to that. If you'll go into the description box below, you'll be able to click on that and see the full tutorial on how to install a zipper this way. Alright, so there's our fully installed zipper pocket. Got the lining of the pocket done. As you can see, it's there on the inside, and like I said, I do have a tutorial on that. If you want to go to the description box below and click on the link marked zipper pocket, you can find the tutorial there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark off 2-inch square, and for me, I'm using the seam allowance on the side as my guide. I'm not going to measure into the edge of the fabric, and we're going to cut those little squares out, and we're going to make those gussets. And I do have a full tutorial on how to make these kinds of gussets as well, which will also be linked in the description box below, so you can check it out and just kind of take your time getting to know those gussets. It's good to practice before you do any kind of big project that you might want to, you know, gift to somebody or try to sell a bag that you've made. Alright, so now we're going to attach our D-rings to our handles, and all we're going to do is fold that over about an inch, about 1.25 inches, and just sew a line across it just to keep those D-rings in place. And then the next thing I'm doing here is I have these little pieces that I cut out, and they're about 4 inches long by about 2.5 inches wide, and I'm just folding them over kind of like bias tape. I'm going to do a fold on each side, and then I'm going to fold that in the middle, and then I'm going to sew down each side to make them look like they are loop pieces. And I'm just looping them into the D-ring and sewing each one onto the other end of the D-ring so that we can attach them to the bag. So now I've got the handles sewn with the loop sewn onto the D-rings, so each side sewn onto the D-ring. Now I'm going to take the lining piece, and we're going to do wrong sides facing together since we are doing a drop-in lining. There won't be any turning, and this is really easy with this canvas bag. This is one reason this is a good project for beginners, because it is just really easy to do. It sews much better. You don't have all these extra steps. This canvas fabric is perfect, lightweight for a project like this. So I pinned everything onto there, everything together, and I'm just going to sew around the top edge. And you can do a double line if you want to. I kind of recommend that. I just didn't do it here. But I just sew the first line, and then you would, if you sewed a second line, you would use the first line as the guide, just kind of having the presser foot against that line. So there you have it. That's what we started with, and here's what we finished with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. Peace. Bye-bye.